Just all release a Nova, man. It's like auto trigger. Dude, like you could go ice skating here. Look at this. Everything is just like frozen ground. They could go ice skating, man. Yes. I love it, man. Nova Sorc, let's go. Look at this. Hey, everybody. It's Rob here. Today we have a Nova Sorcerer for you. This is like a new ice skating, Ice Shard Sorc. And you can see here, it has Nova Size and Nova cooldown reduction. And basically there's a chain reaction triggering, making the entire screen completely freeze. I think it's like even 2 or 3 screens. The visual is basically all the screen plus more. And you guys can see here, like every monster that dies has a chance, because there's a unique pants, to release even more Frost Novas. And you guys can see here, like how many Novas are getting released. It's completely insane, actually. And this is a very strong speed farm build. So we are like here, Nightmare Dungeon 100. Big shout out to Northwa here that recorded this footage. I also have some footage from Accurate later. I'm going to link both of their channels in the description. Amazing stuff. And yeah, they're just going through these tiers. It's also pit 200 viable, actually, and just blasting all these monsters down. And you guys can see the tremendous speed that this sorcerer has. And yeah, everything just like triggers some chain reactions, and it triggers even faster. I think even the boss was pretty nice, EPS wise. As you can see here, like the boss fight here, boom, 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 dead. Pretty sick. I think there's also like a couple more runs here. Sanguine Chapel. Like here, it also resets your teleports instantly whenever you cast Nova, because you're using the Ice and Shards. I'll quickly show this to you in game. You can see here how fast he is and how he can just like go and just teleport like crazy. And this is even without Unstable Currents. You see, he didn't even cast Unstable Currents. Watch this again here for a second. There's no Unstable Currents, because they are going to fix Unstable Currents. It was not on the PTR, but on Season 4. And you see, you don't even need Unstable Currents, because the Ice Shard Enchantment, and I'm in-game here on the target dummies, so there is this enchantment that you're playing, Ice Shard Enchantment, and this basically allows the Ice Shards to trigger or conjure automatically and fly towards frozen enemies. And well, you're freezing them with your Frost Nova. So you guys can see here, like when I start freezing them, and then I can spam my teleport. So I just, and you can see all the damage ticks. So I just press my Nova, and then I just press spacebar. You guys can see here how much I can teleport, like all the time, basically. And then, you know, if I had the right items, which I don't have, it would like keep proccing the Frost Novas on death. So I do have a planner here as well. And it's basically this Ice Heart Brains that whenever an enemy dies while frozen, has a 30% chance to unleash another Nova. And obviously we have a bunch of Nova cooldown and Nova Size, and you can put like the double roll on your items. So you guys can see here, this is my helmet. It has Frost Nova cooldown, and it has Frost Nova Size. And you can kind of see how crazy that gets once you start just casting your Novas and then just like blast. Like right now it's not that crazy because this is just a live server and I'm like a ball lightning Sorc. I just, to showcase you how crazy the procs are. Just watch my evade cooldown again. I'll try to evade a bit more. So you guys can see here, like I can like evade all the time. And then if I have more Novas again, it would just keep proccing Novas basically all the time. Which is completely insane. Like he does here in the video footage. So yeah, you just walk and it keeps proccing Novas. And you know, if you want to speed farm dungeons, you know, in the new Season 4, this is like a super cool a new build that basically just destroys everything that you see about like 2-3 screens. And it's just like a very speed focused build, I think, even without the Unstable Currents, because he's barely using it here. I don't know if he did this on purpose, but he basically didn't use it, and he can just like teleport free. And you see he's also playing Juggernaut right now. He has like very long cooldown, but the cooldown is like insta gone. Like whenever there's enemies, look at this, boom, 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 already reset. And it kills all the enemies. It also kills the boss with relative ease. He just like zaps through this this content, and yeah, they kill all objectives. Also very easy to complete with this build because it's just like such insane AoE coverage. They just kill all these trash mobs. Boom, boom, boom. The explosions go off. And then I think even the boss fight here, completely without pylon, is, you know, still very fast. Like it's not like completely insane, like not overpowered. It's just fast. So I think this is a very cool balanced speed build that has just insane AoE. potential here. I think there's like a bunch of more footage here of just like blitzing through a bunch of dungeons. There's also some footage from Akurite doing a Pit 200 with this Ice Shard Frost Nova build. But let's go over the speed planner first. So I made this planner here. Nova Ice Side is also going to be in the description. So there's a couple of new things, like the pants are not new, but they are like really good and really strong, and your main reason why you're casting so many Novas. But yeah, the new aspect, the new tempering recipes here, Nova cooldown and Nova size, and you can get this. So I have this on helm, we have this on chest, we have this on gloves, we have this on boots, and I think we have this on the amulet. So it's completely insane how much Nova size you can get, and it's 40% base. So this is like quadrupling the area of effect of your Nova. It's completely nuts. And yeah, we also have a new damage multiplier here, which is concussive strikes. You can also play Juggernaut, but this one just gives you some cool damage on lucky hit, and you have a lot of lucky hit because you're a Sorc. We're attacking a lot. And it's another 1.2x basically on helm. That's pretty cool. And then we have the Ever Living here, some good armor reduction. Piercing Cold. This basically makes the Ice Shards pierce, dealing damage per hit. The Ice Hard Pants. Fortune here, lucky hit boots. We have Conceited for barriers. Then we have our offhand, like normal cooldown, crit chance, like lucky hit, like these kind of things that we're stacking here. Shredding Blades, Control. Obviously, we are freezing everything with our Nova. And then we have Tarashas. And we also have a lot of cool ways to proc lucky hits and proc more elements here. So we can get another 15% damage from the Poison Tick and another 15% damage from the Shadow Tick here. So that's pretty cool. We're getting like a bunch of different elements here for our Tarashas loop. And then, yeah, Stormswell as always, just Nova, 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 and Barrier, which we always have up. So skill tree wise, we're basically rocking Ice Shards here with the Vulnerable Rune, Elemental Dominance. We have all the defensive skills and maxed out Frost Nova. If you have more points left, like if you have Shaco or something, you don't need to put the point in Flame Shield, just put them all in Teleport. Glass Cannon, full DPS here, also vulnerable. Basically everything is always vulnerable. More lucky hit for decent procs, mana shield, protection, damage reduction. Nothing here in the mastery tree. And then we maxed out all the cold multipliers here. Pretty cool. Unstable Currents and Avalanche is pretty nice. You can also play Shatter for speed content, but if you want to kill bosses, Avalanche is definitely recommended. And then we have the Pit version here. I think this one is a bit different. I'm not sure exactly like what it's gonna like entail, but we switched basically. You need a Juggernaut here in this Pit version. And yeah, you definitely want to be killing the bosses, so Avalanche is your friend. And Akurite here has a showcase. This was not like fully Nova, this is more Ice Shards, but this is like mainly a speed build, but you can also play it in high dungeons. So big shout out here to Akurite who played this. You see he has like normal Nova size, but he's mainly focused on the Ice Shards. And even with the Nova AoE radius, the main damage is coming from the Ice Shards that are proccing when the enemies are frozen automatically. And you can see here he's blasting through this Pit 200 with relative ease. I mean, like, Sorc makes it look easy. Like, this Pit 200 was not really like hard content. I really hope that they either, like, you know, bring down the power level of most builds or bring up the damage requirements or something in those pit runs. Because, yeah, for most endgame builds, the Pit 200 is just a speed run. Like, most builds clear it in like 2 minutes. And we'll see if that's really like the intent of what they want to do here when we get the patch notes here soon, hopefully, for Season 4. But yeah, he's basically just like blasting through here and clearing the pit. Don't know how many minutes he's doing this run. You guys can see like everything is frozen all the time. It's like very safe. In a very controlled manner, he can kill everything. Like, I think Ice Shards actually was one of the first builds back in the days when Nightmare Dungeon 100 was hard. That cleared the dungeon because it was just, you know, so safe. You could like, you freeze everything, you can play super ranged if you like, especially with all this Nova size now. You can also play super ranged. And yeah, he just like finishes the dungeon here. Granted, he had an artillery shrine, so it's probably going to be a bit harder if you actually have to kill the boss, but yeah, he just like kill it instantly with the artillery shrine, at least in this build here. Yeah, the shrines are somewhat also a problem. But yeah, this is a tier 200, like 2.5 minutes with the Nova Sorc. with Ice Shards. But I think it's gonna be mainly a build for speedrunning, so I'll focus on this. And yeah, there's some pretty cool just like speedrunning tech here that basically still allows you to perma-teleport even if Unstable Currents is fixed. So you're just getting like pretty easy, I think, resets here for your build. I think he was like switching here. But yeah, Blind Burrows I think is like one of the coolest dungeons for this. Here, Goa is also really fast. As you can see, like it's just like blasts through these runs and just kills everything on its way, basically. Also, Sorc has like this crazy mobility, which makes it pretty ridiculous. Here's an Uldur's Cave. Uldur's Cave is also like a pretty dense dungeon where this build is like shining the most. You guys can see how fast this is. And again, like no unstable currents used, like just Nova and Ice Shards that are automatically proccing with the right enchantments. So we're rocking the Teleport enchant and the Ice Shard enchant. And in the high version, you're rocking Ice Shard and then you're rocking Frostbolt for additional vulnerability. Well, you guys can see here like how additional stagger and CC. How fast like everything just fucking explodes, like left and right. Everything's just dying. So I unfortunately didn't have time to play this build on the PTR. We only had 7 days, but this is a really cool build. I definitely look forward to be playing in season 4 here. So big thanks here to Northwire and Accurite for like sharing some of the footage. Pretty cool. Like it just keeps proccing, man. It's just so funny. Yeah, Sorc in general is such a cool class, man. Many epic builds, and yeah, it just keeps triggering, dude. Look, and dungeon clear. Insane. Yeah, so these are the 2 enchantments, Teleport and Ice Shards in the speedrun. And in the pit higher run, it's Frostbolt and Ice Shards. I have both the planners. And yeah, the main principle is you freeze the enemy, and then you guys can see even my evade. Once I freeze, boom, it's like instant gone, instant gone, instant gone. And I can just keep teleporting because every time I just freeze an enemy, the Ice Shards automatically shoot. You guys can see this here. And you can also hear it. See? It just shoots. And if I don't have this, well, then there's no shooting, right? So yeah, you definitely want to have this, and I think it's really strong, especially if you have the piercing and everything going for you. It's just a super fun build. And actually triggering a lot of damage in general. So yeah, give it a try, guys. Ice Shards, pretty cool with Nova. Lots of fun for season 4. Sorcerers rejoice. GG. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.